2018. If you haven't seen it yet, or if you're thinking about rewatching it, stick around because I'm going to break down everything you need to know about this epic film. I'll tell you why it's an absolute must-watch, share all the fascinating behind-the-scenes details, the star-studded cast, the massive production, and so much more. And don't worry, I won't spoil a single plot point. I promise to keep the surprises intact so you can experience the thrill firsthand. By the end of this, you'll be convinced that this movie deserves a spot on your watch list right now. Let's jump in. First off, let's set the stage for why Avengers. Infinity War is such a game changer. Imagine a movie that brings together heroes from across the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Characters you've grown to love over years of films, all uniting for one massive high-stakes adventure. It's like the ultimate crossover event that comic book fans have dreamed about for decades. Directed by the talented brothers Anthony and Joe Russo, who previously helmed Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and Captain America. Civil War. This film takes everything to a whole new level. The Russos have this incredible knack for blending intense action with deep emotional moments, making you feel like you're right there with the characters. And the screenplay? It's penned by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, the same duo behind those Captain America hits and later Avengers, Endgame. They drew inspiration from the Marvel Comics, specifically stories like Jim Starlin's Infinity Gauntlet series from the early 90s, but they adapted it in a way that's fresh and cinematic. Now produced by Marvel Studios under the visionary leadership of Kevin Feige and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures, this movie was a colossal undertaking. We're talking about a budget that ranged from $316 million to $400 million. Yeah, you heard that right. One of the most expensive films ever made. But every penny shows on screen with jaw-dropping visual effects, elaborate sets, and a scope that's truly interstellar. It was filmed back-to-back with its sequel, Avengers Endgame, over a grueling schedule from January 2017 to July 2017, primarily at Pinewood Atlanta Studios in Fayette County, Georgia. They also shot additional scenes in Scotland, England, and even New York City to capture that authentic feel. The production involved thousands of people, from stunt performers to digital artists, all working in harmony to create something unprecedented. Let me paint a picture of the cast. Oh man, this is where it gets really exciting. Avengers. Infinity War boasts one of the largest ensemble casts in film history, with over 20 major superheroes sharing the screen. At the heart of it is Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, bringing his signature wit and charisma that's been the backbone of the MCU since 2008. Then there's Chris Hemsworth as Thor, the God of Thunder, who's evolved from a regal warrior to someone with layers of humor and heart. Mark Ruffalo plays Bruce Banner and the Hulk, delivering that perfect mix of intellect and raw power. Chris Evans is Captain America, Steve Rogers embodying leadership and moral strength like no one else. Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow Natasha Romanoff is fierce, skilled, and adds so much depth to the team dynamics. But it doesn't stop there. Benedict Cumberbatch joins as Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, with his mystical flair and sharp intellect. Tom Holland swings in as Spider-Man, Peter Parker, bringing youthful energy and that relatable teen hero vibe. Chadwick Boseman, in a role that cemented his legacy, plays T'Challa, Black Panther, the King of Wakanda, with regal poise and unyielding courage. Paul Bettany as Vision, the android with a human soul, and Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, form a compelling duo exploring themes of love and humanity. Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, Falcon, with his aerial prowess and loyal friendship. Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier, adds that brooding intensity from his complex backstory. Over in the Guardians of the Galaxy corner, we've got Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, Star-Lord, the charming space outlaw with a killer mixtape. Zoe Saldana as Gamora, the deadly assassin with a tragic past. Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer, who's hilariously literal and fiercely loyal. Vin Diesel voices Groot, the tree-like alien who's grown from a sapling to a teenager in this film, and Bradley Cooper lends his voice to Rocket Raccoon, the snarky genius with a heart of gold. Pom Klementieff as Mantis, with her empathic abilities, and Karen Gillan as Nebula, Gamora's sister with her own vendetta. Don Cheadle returns as James Rhodes, War Machine, dealing with the aftermath of previous battles. Danai Gurira as